Telvin, roll tide. It's great to have you on the show. How's everything going?
Good. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, we're really glad to have you here as, of course, the NASCAR season is in full swing. And on Sunday, the week before, again, it was the Geico 500. You're working for Brad Keselowski, and you got to see some Crimson Tide football players.
Yeah.
Kind of what'd you take them through as they got to tour RFK's facilities?
It was nice having them out there at the track. They got an opportunity to come out to pit road and kind of get a glimpse at how our race operations work on race day, and they got also had the opportunity to come at our simple home base of operations, our hauler. They got to tour that and kind of play with some toys and items in there, and I think they enjoyed it. It looked like they had a great time.
That's really cool to see as, again, they got to really experience NASCAR from all levels. And for you, you got to tell them about your experience, of course, as a tire carrier for the number six car. First of all, how did you get into NASCAR? Because you also have a college football background. You played defensive end for Coastal Carolina.
Yeah. So, like you said, I played football at Coastal, and my football career wasn't exactly what I wanted to be. Of course, every kid got big dreams of going to NFL, and it just wasn't in the cards for me. So, I was looking to something to kind of, prolong my athletic career. I still had, the competitive side of me that still wanted something to do. And looking at different sports, I actually grew up watching NASCAR on television. My dad and my uncle huge race fans. We would go to some of the tracks sometimes, and just so happened I was watching a race on one Sunday, and the pre-race show mentioned something about people wanting teams, organizations wanting former athletes, to come in and see what they can do on pit road because you're already used to, the structure of being part of a sports team, lifting the weights. You understand the travel aspect of it and being under pressure. So it kind of just worked out. I contacted a bunch of the teams, and RFK was the first organization to respond to me and bring me in. So I've been with them 9 years. So it's been a fun ride ever since.
9 years. That's great to see. What was that initial training like? Did you go through almost like a boot camp or kind of a football camp style or getting things two a day style workouts?
It was. They put me through a lot of workouts at different positions just to see what you pick up on naturally. Naturally, I'm a pretty big guy. I'm 6'3", 250. So my size, is not necessarily a changer. Changer are more smaller guys. So it'd be Jackman tire carrier or Gasman. And just being a carrier, carrier is what I picked up the fastest. And they bring you in. When they first bring you in, you have to practice with the development teams. And then from there, you practice maybe once or twice a day until you progress and get better. Then they'll send you off to do some races on the lower series. And then if you can make it, then you get to have the cup car. So, yeah.
What were some of the cars you worked with in the lower series as you worked your way up to the Cup Series?
Oh, a bunch. I pitted basically in every series there is. The ARCA series, I was fortunate enough to win with Ryan Reed. The truck series, I was fortunate enough to have a championship with Ben Rhodes. I worked for Matt Crafton before, Johnny Sauter. The Xfinity series was Ryan Reed again. And Cup series, I've worked for numerous drivers, Matt Kenseth, Trevor Bayne, um, Michael McDowell, and now Brad Keselowski. So yeah, I've worked for a few.
And that's really cool. And especially with Brad Keselowski, now you get to be part of somebody
Mhm.
who's part of the ownership group for RFK. What's that
Right.
experience like getting to be with somebody who, again, is kind of seeing things from a global view for what's best for RFK and his number six car?
Well, it's great actually. It's great for the organization. I would say I've been here, like I said, for 9 years, and it was some things, like equipment wise, for instance, like in the weight room when I first got there, it was a small weight room, and now like he's come in and he's really understood like the on the athlete side of things, you need nice facilities and you need a big open concept, kind of something like all the top Division 1 programs are going to. And he came in and he revamped our whole weight room, so now it's nice, big, whole bunch of weight racks. We got the nice turf going down the side. It's 100% state of the art, and it's not just the athlete side. It's the business side and the shop side where the guys built the cars. It's complete 180 from when I first started.
I'm curious as well. Things have changed since you first started in terms of the cars going to the next generation and going also from what the five lug nuts to just one. Did that change your job very much? Are the tires a little lighter these days?
They are a little bit lighter, but you give and take, right? It's the pit stops have picked up tremendously. I think when I first started, maybe a good pit stop on a cup car was maybe 12 seconds, and now it's down to low nines and high eights, really. So it has been difficult as far as the adjustment going from those five lug cars to the single lug, but everybody, I mean, you got the best of the best. I mean, these guys are good. The athletes that we compete with week in and week out, and people are figuring it out. They're getting faster and faster every week. Like when we first went to this new style of single lug nut, I think the times where if you did like a mid 10-second stop, you were gaining spots, and now you're losing. You know, you're losing 2 or 3 spots on each pit cycle. So I mean, these guys are truly good and gifted at what they do, and it just keeps getting better and better each and every single year.
What do you enjoy most about working as part of the pit crew in NASCAR?
Just the just competing against other guys up and down pit road. You know, we this is kind of like a traveling circus. You know, we do 36 races a year, and you get to know guys up and down pit road, not just from your organization, but all the other organizations too. And that's competing against them, just trying to beat them each and every single weekend, each and every single pit cycle. You know, that's the most satisfying part to me because when you do, you get to talk trash to them, and then it just makes it fun going back and forth between the different teams.
Well, of course, as we talked about at the start, you got to host some Alabama football athletes, get a look at the entire operation for RFK. Do
Mhm.
you hope more collegiate athletes will consider a career in NASCAR like you've had?
I do. I do. I think NASCAR is one of those unique things where you really don't grasp the full concept of it watching it on TV. If you come to a race and see just all the intricate parts and pieces and all the people that make this thing come together to put this product out on Sundays, I think you can get a better grasp and better understanding at what makes it work. I think people will appreciate it more if athletes came out and gave it a shot as another avenue if, you necessarily doesn't make it work in the NFL or something like that. I think, like I said, it just provides an opportunity for athletes to still do something athletic and still get that competitiveness that they're seeking.
What's the rest of the season look like for you in the number 16?
Right now, it's going quite well. We didn't do too well yesterday. We got in an accident yesterday, but we we've been doing good. We're sitting at a good spot in points right now, and we're still relatively at the beginning of our season. We still got a long way to go. It's the chase doesn't start until September, I believe, and the season doesn't come around to November. So we still got a long way to go. But right now, we're doing good, and hopefully, we can get some wins this year and compete for a championship at the end of the year.
We look forward to it. You got a lot of people in Alabama rooting for you, especially our guys that were there in Talladega. But Telvin, thank you so much for your time talking about your experience. All the best to you and the rest of the RFK team moving forward. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.